Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be having a look at the CTFT Roadrunner, which is very clearly based on a Kenworth W900. However, it is a console-friendly truck, or should I say a pair of trucks. Now, the differences between these two rigs are the one on the left is a longer wheelbase and the one on the right is a shorter wheelbase, and basically the cool thing about these trucks, aside from obviously what they were based on, is the fact that you can build them to be as vanilla as you would like or as overpowered as you would like. Now, they also come with some custom trailers that I'll be showing you guys a little bit later on in the video as well. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get out of free cam, jump into one of these trucks, fire it up, and get it in the garage. But before we fire this one up, we're actually going to get into the other one because this one's the Roadrunner X11 as opposed to the Roadrunner X9, and I really wanted to try out the longer frame, longer wheelbase version first. So let's get this thing fired up and get it in the garage. Listen to that. It sounds so good. I really hope you guys can hear that, and I've messed with the game volume to try to make sure that, like, it's not too quiet, but I really hope that you guys can hear that really well. Now, what's cool about these is that they sort of attempt to bridge that gap in player base between something like American Truck Simulator and SnowRunner, and what's cool about that is, like, I love seeing capable semi-trucks in SnowRunner. I feel like we almost don't have enough of them sometimes, and the fact that these have entered that sort of space, they've entered the game, it really does give you a little bit more variety to choose from in terms of really effective semi-trucks. Now, engines-wise, we're going to be starting with this WH175. This is going to be a vanilla experience. Then you have a 210 horsepower vanilla experience, 250 horsepower vanilla experience. Then this is a finely tuned Roadrunner series 450 horsepower. This gets a little bit outside of the vanilla realm. Now, you have also got this one, the 600 horsepower, which that's going to start to get you into some pretty wild, crazy territory. And then this one, which is the one. Well, now wait a minute. I almost read that as 1,000, but then I looked a little bit closer and I realized it said 1,000,000. I'm terrified if that's actually like, okay, so this says 600. This is like, okay, that's not 3 zeros, that's 6 zeros. Well, I'm going to go with that, and we're going to see what that's like to drive. I won't put this engine in the other one, but I really want to see what it does in this. Now, gearbox-wise, we got the default, we've got the special off-road, we got the highway, and we've got the off-road. I'm going to do this special off-road, and let's see. It's better to go slow than slipping off a cliff. Words of wisdom there. Let's see. Suspension-wise, we got stock, usable stock height suspension, workhorse, rear active soft, rear active stiff, and then there's a show and shine suspension, which is designed for taking pictures, taking videos, things like that. I'm going to go with the workhorse suspension. Now, we're going to be starting up. Whoa, wait a minute. What's our default tire size? Because I'm seeing 53s, 57s. Wow, you really do start on a 53. That's amazing. You can even throw some F750 tires on this. That's really cool. You got the Glitch military tires, and also Glitch heavy off-road tires, which can be had in a 53 or a 57. And for those of you that are working in some, some super muddy areas, yeah, you got some forestry ag tires. You got some floaters. Oh my God. Bro, you got some of the wheels and tires off the Cat. Oh, that's insane. That is so freaking good. Heavy double P16. Dude, this wheel and tire selection is incredible. By the way, I don't know why I went all the way over to the right. That was kind of weird. But for those of you that are in a icy or snowy environment, you've also got some heavy doubles with chains. Those will definitely get the job done. But for this application, we're going to run the 57-inch Glitch heavy off-road tire. Now, winch-wise, extended power, engageable diff lock already there, and we're going to do some raised deep river snorkels. Now, this is where it's going to be interesting. So this one says add-on lift. This frame add-on lifts your equipment to clear the long travel suspension and fenders. Bro, details. That's awesome. Freaking details, dude. Now, let's see. Heavy crane, PC320 heavy crane, log carrier front, cabin protector, which I really do like and appreciate. Long flatbed. Oh, that's actually really practical, really useful. Short logging frame, so you can actually make sure that you have the ability to carry the shorter logs, not just the medium ones with this truck. Sideboard bed, KRS-58 crane. Yo, this thing is so good. There's so much going on here. Articulated towing platform, ramp towing platform, IM-50 loading crane, red and black mini crane. Good God, the ramp towing platform off of the Tatra. There really is so much going on right here. Saddle high, saddle low, sleeper. Good God, dude, there's so much going on. Counterweight. Wow. I'm absolutely loving this thing. I'm going to go ahead and throw the sleeper on this one, because this one's going to be a little bit more of a kind of like a heavy haul style build. And then I am going to go outside of the garage. We're going to go to the trailer store. And we're going to see what we can do with these custom trailers. But there's a lot going on here in the customization. Mirror antennas. Let's see. Double raised beacons, marker lights. I think the marker lights. Rooftop radar scanner. Yo, just like the mobile radar trailer. Bro, it's in such a compact package like that. I know that that's kind of like I'm freaking out. But, okay, the fact that, like, you can do the same job as, like, a mobile radar trailer or a radar unit in just this tiny little thing, that's amazing. That's absolutely freaking amazing. Angry visor for, you know, the angry look. Then you got the short visor and the bow tie visor. I like the angry look. We'll go with that. All right, let's see. Sheet steel. We got black. We got chrome. We got smooth fenders. There's so much you can freaking do. Wow. There's, like, legit so much going on here. CTFT mud flaps. Oh my God, bro, there's so much going on. There's so much going on. That's amazing. I cannot get over how much this thing has going on with it. Let's see. Short stock chrome, short stock black, stock chrome, moose bumper chrome, black, tubed with winch, heavy. So that's going to be like when you're really hauling some proper trailers. I'll go ahead and throw that on there, though. And then, of course, we have the CTFT stickers, which you guys can go through yourselves and figure out which ones you would like to personally run on your truck. And then the exhaust-wise, we have apparently the, let's see, straight smoker chrome and the, obviously, like the non-chrome, the more matte style. Then we also have angled, and I believe you can basically get whichever, you can do whichever, like, combination of these that you would like. You can even do a turn down. Oh, that's really cool. So if you really don't like to run stacks, you don't have to. You don't have to one bit if you don't want to. Now, wheels-wise, these particular tires are only going to have Glitches Alcoa wheels, but they look plenty good enough for me, in my opinion. Now, colors-wise and paint jobs-wise, yo, look at these custom paints. Oh, that's so freaking cool. I am definitely going to end up running one of those. But if you don't want to run one of those, you do have the option of running one of these striped or two-toned paint jobs and some single-tone paint jobs as well, if that's something that suits your taste a little bit more. But yeah, we've got to run one of the custom ones. They look so good. The orange looks good. So does the dark gray. So does the tan. I mean, just about everything here looks freaking incredible. I do like this, though. That looks properly sick. All right, we're definitely going to have to throw beans on the dash. And now, it's time to go ahead and get this thing outside and check out some of the trailer selections. God, look at that thing. It's so crazy looking. Let me get it backed up real quick. And turn it around. Whoa. Or not. Holy crap, there's only 2 gears in automatic mode. 2. That's it. Now, let's see. So, it's actually compatible with Red's goosenecks, which is really cool. But let's find these custom trailers, because those are the ones I'm really curious about. So, there's this T4 4-slot cargo right here. And then there's the LT9 long logs, which I definitely want to see how that does. Now, as far as looking through this a little bit more, there's also the LT8 double medium logs, which is really, really cool as well. And the LT7 double short. That's awesome. The fact that he even did one for short logs. But let's see how the long log one does. So that's going to be the LT9. God, that thing looks so good, though. And with that, like, weighted front end, this is going to be able to keep that front axle down probably no matter what. All right, so let's see what we can do here with the... Oh, I got to turn my lockers off. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I still had them on. Like, literally, I genuinely didn't realize that I still had them on. All right, long logs. Pack them up. God, that pack's easy. Let's see. Do we have... Yo, I love the fact that that little radar unit actually works. It's so freaking legit. All right, let's throw ourselves into that first-person view. Yo, the gauges freaking work. And look at all the switch panels and gauges and dials and everything in here. Working mirrors, freaking modeled seats and shifter. It all looks so good. I do want to go ahead and change up the... Well, no, you know what? I'm not going to change up the weather, and I'll tell you why. Because this thing, I mean, I feel like the current weather outside fits this thing's aesthetic really, really well. So I'm going to blast through that river in high. I must not be on the highway transmission. I must be on the off-road. There's no way I'm on the highway transmission with the way this thing is driving or the way it feels. Wow, does that look good, though. That looks so sick. That looks so sick. Bro, I'm not even mad. Like, I will totally... Like, I would totally stop and take pictures of this thing just about endlessly. Wow, that is such a crazy looking rig. And the fact that, like, he did such a good job of bringing over the idea of, like, a W900 into something that's console friendly, freaking wonderful. Absolutely love it. All right, back into our testing. Now, I'm thinking that... Wait a minute, before we go on, one thing I do want to see... Let's see, RT2. Oh, that's special off-road. I don't have the highway gearbox. I have the special off-road because I was like, why the heck do I only have 2 gears? That doesn't seem right to me at all. So I do want to see how it does in the mud, because something like this, a setup like this in particular, if you're going to be using it on a lot of the different objective-driven maps, you're going to be encountering some muddy areas and some, like, properly deep mud pits, actually. Even on some of the stock campaign maps, there's some in the Tamir region that are especially bad, and I want to see how this thing does when you really throw it into some properly sketchy mud. So that's why we're taking it into the mud lanes with a long load of logs behind it. Oh my god. Well, in high range, it certainly isn't giving up yet. I mean, it's not stopping. Most trucks would have stopped a long time ago. That weighted bumper might even be helping, like, push that front axle into the ground. What the heck? This is high range, though. Wow. Okay, it's starting to bog down a little bit, but it's not losing any momentum. I mean, it's digging, but only very minorly. Yeah, it's still moving. Let's see. If I put it in low plus and turn the lockers on, I mean, it picks up a little bit of speed, but not that much more. Actually didn't pick up as much speed as I was expecting it to pick up, you know, considering the fact that we threw it into low plus and turned on the lockers. But either way, I mean, good lord, this thing is insane. All right, we're going to do the dips obstacle now, because the dips obstacle is another really telling way of seeing how a truck like this will respond to some properly tight, like, backwoods trails and some of the trickier sections of some of the maps that we'll run. So I'm not going to, not going to put the lockers on just yet. I'm going to see how far I can get without them, because I think it should be able to get pretty dang far on its own. I mean, so far it hasn't beached itself, which is really admirable, actually. It's insanely admirable. There we go. Throw the lockers on, because I feel like at this point we're going to need them. Bro, this thing just rolls the heck out. It absolutely hauls. And there we go. We're out of the dips obstacle, and even though the logs bounced around in the trailer a little bit, they didn't fly out, and they didn't unpack, so I'm going to consider that a freaking win. Now, before we take this thing to the bridge jump, we obviously have the X9 that we haven't touched yet either. So we're going to do a little something with the X9, because I don't want to neglect this thing. I don't want to leave it all back here by the garage by itself. And I think this one's obviously going to be a little bit of a different build. I want to go through some of the options and features and also see if this one has access to anything that the other one didn't have. So I'm going to throw the RR450 in this thing. It'll be a nice, like, middle of the road engine build. And then we will do the highway transmission. And we're not going to do, like, just as much of, like, a full-on build as we did with the other one, but I do want to see what it looks like with the show suspension. Now, let's see. We're going to do some, what's it on right now? The stock ones? Yeah, the P512. So, is there anything that we can get that's, like, slightly wider offset? Just to kind of give it a little bit more of that fitment in the front. I mean, not really. Not that I can see, anyway. Let's see. Heavy doubles 1. Heavy doubles P16. I'm going back and forth. I don't necessarily think that... I mean, those are really, really close, but my God. I mean, I love the offset, but... Sheesh, that's gonna clip like crazy. Well, it might. Now that I think about it, I don't know if it would actually clip like crazy or not. I really don't. So, keeping that in mind, I'm just gonna go with these heavy doubles because, I mean, we'll probably be able to throw like a decent looking set of wheels on them. It's just like they're a little bit further like pulled back into the fender line, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But either way, we'll do the smooth chrome fenders, like the show fenders. And I'm thinking we'll do the angled chrome stacks on this one. And, oh, we can't really do any, like, crazy wheels, but we'll just do these for now. And we'll throw the tan, no. We'll throw, yeah, that looks really good. I was going to say, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's switch up the idea. Wow, that chrome shines a lot. Like, that's properly shiny chrome. Holy crap. Is this suspension active? Oh, it is. Oh, that's cool. So, like, even if you wanted to use the show suspension, you still could, and then you could roll up to your destination and be like, yup, I'm flexing on all of you by airing my truck out as I drop off whatever cargo it is that I'm carrying. That's pretty freaking cool that you can use it for that. All right, back to the X11 now, and we're going to head up to the bridge jump. And before we do that, the highway gearbox is going in it because we want maximum sendage. That's going to give us 6 gears in automatic mode. That's plenty, I think, for our purposes here, for our full sendage purposes. And oh yeah, it's picking up the speed and it's picking it up quick. Oh, look at the little CB radio up there. That's so cool. Oh boy, yeah, this thing ain't slow. It ain't slow at all, especially when you really get going and high. It's actually got a lot of grip, too, even on the pavement, surprisingly enough. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, throwing it back into automatic, carrying in as much momentum as I can. Let's see what you can do, and go! Oh my God. Okay, there was a little bit of a weird, like, snap from the physics there. It was looking like everything was gonna be fine until it turned over, and it absolutely was not fine. So, at the end of the day, I mean, is this thing is it an amazing truck? Absolutely. Do I recommend checking it out? For sure. Do I recommend jumping it? Only if you're okay with the fact that it might end up like this. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time.